So this is my 1961 Epiphone Casino, and by far this guitar gets commented on and has questions asked about it more than anything else I play on the channel. Casinos are fun because they're fully hollow, no center block like a 335. Pair that with some P90 pickups, you got a really cool rock machine. You can also do jazz on it. You can do a lot of different styles of music on this, and they're really fun because they just don't sound like anything else. I really fell in love with the hollow nature of the guitar because the notes kind of play back to you almost like an acoustic guitar would, and much more than a solid body electric or even a guitar that had a center block that would be more dense. So you get these light, airy, jangly, fun tones that you just don't find in anything else. So I wanted to do a video forever with just the stock Epiphone Casino right out of the box, didn't change the strings, didn't set it up. It's playing great, sounds really good, and I blame the Beatles Get Back documentary. I mean, when that thing came out, you could not get one of these. So Sweetwater's actually hooking us up with this one. We're gonna use this in the video. They're sponsoring this video as well, and you guessed it, we're gonna give this casino away. So we'll put this $6.99 Epiphone Casino through the paces. We'll do some clean tones, some dirty tones, go through the controls. We'll maybe talk a little Keith, a little John Lennon, you know, maybe even a little jazz stuff here, just to see how versatile a casino really can be. Lots of other good stuff in this video. We're gonna give away all the tracks. I'll have a tab for the jazz solo at the end. You can get 50% off my course Instagram Jams, which is a massive collection of really intense solos that I played on Instagram. And of course, you can enter to win this Epiphone Casino. Check out the links, drop your email in, you're entered to win. So the disclaimer for the modern age is that if you enter and you win, we'll only contact you via email. There won't be any notifications in the comments. There's lots of bots out there trying to contact people, get their information. It's only me that is going to contact you, telling you that you won. So for my amplifier, I'm actually going to use an amp in a box. This is the Universal Audio Dream65 pedal. Does a great job of replicating those classic Fender black panel tones. And if we're talking about late era Beatles, they were using Fender stuff. You can hear it all over the records. You know, Keith would use a lot of Fender stuff as well. And for the jazzy stuff, you'll hear me play on the Casino, you know, a Fender Twin or a Pro Reverb. Like, that's the kind of sound, you know, I would gravitate towards if I want to try any of those tones. So we're going to play some clean sounds first. I got the Dream dialed up very clean with a little touch of reverb. And that's the middle position, and I love a middle position on a casino. I think that's where the money's at for a lot of stuff. Great for rhythm, and it doesn't sound like any guitar, I'm convinced. Tons of great jangle. And when we say jangle, it's that little crystal top end, not a lot of punchy mid-range. It's really nice to play, particularly for rhythm guitar stuff. The neck pickup. You know, not as big and woofy and woolly as a humbucker. But that air, like I mentioned, gives you a little bit of pushback from the note, which is really nice, a little bit of burpiness to it. And again, it's not, you know, super bright like a single coil might be. It's got some roundness, but it's got the qualities of a single coil. Now at $6.99, you know, it might not be the best pickup out there in the world for your ears. And that's probably the first thing I would do, is I would probably change the pickups on this guitar. I think it would elevate it massively because as it stands, the setup is great. The neck feels pretty okay. It's like a flatter D shape. Mine's a little bit more like a soft C. Again, we're talking years and years of difference, but it's very playable. So the bridge pickup should be pretty bitey, but round. It's kind of wiry. So if we want some of that early Keith Richards stuff where he was using a casino on tracks like Not Fade Away, like what I played earlier in the video, I might go to the middle position, turn the amp up a little bit. That kind of thing. And when I go to maybe the bridge position for when he plays the solo. That way it'll really cut through the band. It sounds nice on the middle position too. But when you go to the bridge, it takes the lows away, and that's gonna help you cut through the band a little bit more. But then you can always go back to, put it on the bridge, try that. Much different, but definitely gets you in that classic Keith, Not Fade Away type of thing that they were doing early on. Okay, let's take a listen to some jazzy tones we can get and hear some playing. So let's talk about what I did in that example. First of all, dial the volume way back on the pedal. It has an output control, and you want to turn your output up and the volume down so that you're not driving the pedal into overdrive mode as much. Now, I'm on the neck pickup. Now, that's where most jazz guitar players live. You don't hear a lot of jazz players in other positions, unless it's maybe like Bill Frisell or somebody super cool like that. One of the things I learned from jazz guitar players I hung out with was all about the volume control. They want to take the edge off the pickup, so they'll bring the volume down and they'll turn the amp up. And that really, makes the pickup articulate, not too woofy. So we can really hear the notes in a chord. And if I turn that volume control up, listen to what happens. It's a little aggressive, but when I take it down, it's nice and balanced. Now, I dug in to get a little bit of overdrive there. I did turn the reverb up some too, but I took the tone knob and I brought it down. A lot of people think, oh, to get a jazz tone, you just dump the tone. It doesn't work for me. I just take the edge off, bring it down about a quarter turn. And that's a great way, even if you don't have a casino, you can take that approach on any of your guitars that you want to play more jazz with or have more of a jazzier tone. It's even great just for, turn that volume control down, and then of course we know like the trick to bring it up. But what you can do is, while it's down, play some of your single line blues rock. And you're gonna hear even more nuances come out of your guitar. So that's a great way to use the neck pickup, get a jazzier sound, your jazzy runs and your 13th chords to a new level. It might sound a little bit more what you've been listening to on records, but that's the tip some jazz guitar players gave me, is that turn that neck pickup down a little bit, you're gonna get some more nuance out of the pickup. I didn't set out to make this a comparison video. They're tough, because we got to take a lot of things into consideration. A lot can happen over a period of 50 years of one model to the next, and where the guitar is built and what kind of parts it's made out of. But I got both of them. You guys are going to ask, so let's hear them. Like I said, I knew somebody was going to ask to hear both of those back to back, so that's why we did a quick little comparison. But if you're just looking to get into a casino, try this one. It's not a huge investment. We talked about the pickups. You heard that I got some pretty nice tones with the stock pickups, and that's probably the only thing I would change. It feels good. The scale is normal scale. It already came set up with 10 to 46 strings, and you know, they're Dadddario strings, which is what I like to play anyway. So right out of the box, it was pretty great. I haven't done anything other than play it to get it in tune. Haven't tweaked the setup at all. And it's a nice little guitar, and we're giving this very one away. So again, thanks to Sweetwater for providing this guitar, for sponsoring this video. They're helping out with the giveaway, so it's gonna be a really fun one because everybody asks about casinos. This is a sought-after guitar. It took me a while to even get this one, and we're gonna turn around and give it to you guys. We turned 60,000 subs recently on the channel, so why not do a giveaway? For all of the support you guys have given me, thank you so much. My gift to you, thanks to Sweetwater, and hope you learned something about casinos. All right, I'll see you next time.